People are concerned about the words they use. The reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism, is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves. No, this is for black Americans. We seem to have forgotten them. It's not a rainbow coalition.
My channel, this is Cali B. What's going on with it? Now listen, first of all, I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys, all my new subscribers. Thank y'all. Thank you guys for subscribing and rocking with your girl. I really do appreciate it. So I'm just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And you know how we do it. Just keep it coming. So I am basically speaking for the masses because I'm just coming from the masses just like a couple of months ago. And masses are looking at everyone and we're like, okay, what is going on social media? It's all over the place. It's just too much nonsense going on. It's too much buffoonery and coonery going on. And if we want to be serious and we want things to really, really, really come together for us as a people, we have to kind of get on the same page, sort of like kicked off with that in Montgomery, Alabama, as far as having each other's back, being on code. Like I said, listen, we don't have to agree and we can agree to disagree, but we have to understand for the most part, especially being in America, that America is, everything is based on race. It just is. I mean, there's no getting around it. Everything is based on race. And it's unfortunate because we don't want it to be based on race. We're sick of this racial thing. We are tired of it. We just want what is due us. We want what is due us. And so that we can, things can be fair, not in equality. And we know that as far as liberation and equality and all that other stuff, it's going to come with hell and high water. It's going to come with hell and hellfire, as far as certain people just not wanting to give up their ugly ways. And I'm just reaching out to y'all white people. You guys are always talking about black people pulling the race card. Then check your people, check your white people, check them. Because this, I know y'all not gonna never give up your white privilege, but check the BS as far as this total disrespect, total inconsistencies, and total it's all over the place. Meaning, it's one way for you guys and it's totally another way for us. You guys see it. Come on. You see what's going on, and not one of you would ever want to trade places with a black person. So don't even get it twisted as far as maybe a basketball player or a rapper or something, but it's not even them. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what's going on. You see what it is. We are tired of the BS as well. We just want what is legitimately and what is fairly and equally ours and what is owed to us. And that's basically it. Now, I know, and we all know that we're going to have to, it's going to kicking and screaming before white America, not the ones, I'm not talking about you guys, you regular white people. I'm not talking about any of you guys. I'm talking about the ones that are in power, the ones that can actually make law, and the ones that can make, that can put an end to all this nonsense and just pay up what is owed to a particular group of people, like they have done every group of people, So and the fact that that's going to be a continued fight. So other than that, in order for us to make any additional progress, I'm like looking at this like, in order for us to make any additional progress, we have to get rid of the ones that are selling us out. And that's the ones that look like us. We have people that are literally selling us out, that are literally disrespecting us and talking down to us, and are there to make sure we absolutely get nothing, and they look just like us. Now, just to use this for an example, if the continent, if the diaspora, if there were countries over in on the continent that would be willing to give us dual citizenship without no red tape and without no issues, we went ahead and obliged. Some of us was like, okay, we'll take you up on that, and you set up a little program to we can get dual citizenship to be able to come to one of the countries in Africa that will accept us and be willing to work with us. We would accept the dual citizenship, come over there, and we will become allies to whatever's going on. We won't involve ourselves in anything. We'll keep what's going on over there. We'll just fall back and listen and just be allies to our people. Okay? Now, that is not the case here in America. This is outrageous, and it's just so ridiculous, and it needs to be checked, because all this playing games and all this dancing around it. We have people over here in America that look like us that are not from here originally. They're politicians, and they're people that do commentary. They're on these large platforms that are black, that have the nerve to wag their finger and talk down to black people. I mean, telling us what we should do, how we should do it, why this is not happening, why we don't have this, why we don't have that. You done tethered your way over here. You done anchor babied your way over here, and that instead of you falling back and becoming allies, because due to us and due to our fight and due to this civil rights movement that we are responsible for, my ancestors are responsible for, fought, died, and bled for, is how all you guys were able to be initiated into the white race. All of you guys, DeSantis, you're Italian, you not just the Italian, but the Polish, the Irish, the Greek. You guys were not considered white or WASP. Asians or Chinese, or you guys were not considered no white. The Cubans and the Puerto Ricans, you were not considered white. You were not, wasn't no WASP jumping off nowhere for you guys. Okay, so after the civil rights movement, that enabled you guys to be able to, so they can get those numbers up. They went ahead and inducted you and accepted you. And as soon as you got over there, you start acting just as evil and hateful and demented as they are. Come on, like, are you serious? But as far as the black community is our base and where we have to start. Black people, we cannot sit up here and, move forward if we don't check the people that are standing in the middle, being the middleman. And it's people that look like us. Like, are you serious? It's people that look like us, and they're not even from here. So we have to call them out. And then the ones that are from here, like, the politicians that are in office on the Democrat and Republican side, both of them, to me, are there to make sure that blacks get absolutely nothing. I don't know how many of them are Caribbean, but a lot of them are Caribbean. They have Caribbean background, Caribbean and diaspora background. They're in political positions. They're in positions where they're literally speaking for us. You're over here running your yap, speaking for us. How dare you come over here and tell us what we should and shouldn't do? You're trying to tell the black community what they should and shouldn't do, and you're standing in the way of our progress. Those are the ones that need to be checked, like a Candace Owens and a Larry Elder and a Mark Lamont Hill and that Jesse Lee Peterson, the gay guy. Same goes for you, Candace Owens. You're from the Caribbean. Dr. Umar, you're from the Caribbean. You don't get to come over here to America and tell the black community what they should and should not do, why this and why that, wag your finger down in our face. How dare you? These people are from other countries, and they're from the Caribbean, and they're over here masquerading as black American, and they're not. You're not, Candace, Dr. Umar. You're not. A lot of the people that was on that reparations task force, they were of Caribbean descent. A lot of them that are out here speaking, they're of Caribbean or the diaspora descent. They're not even black American native lineage based. And you're over here speaking for us. This is the problem. They're the bridge. They're the cushion. They're the padding. They're blocking us from getting to where we need to be. And they're doing it willingly. See, that he's a whole Eastern Indian. He is so arrogant and he is so full of anti-black hate. While you're over here in America telling America how American-born citizens are going to have to take some type of test to become an American citizen, when you just started voting or you just voted by mail just in the past voting election that has been revealed, as you've been going to everybody doing all these interviews and running your mouth like you're sitting up here going back and forth with Don Lemon, and you don't even know Black American history. You don't know Black American history for you to speak on it, because you didn't even have it said correctly. You did not even have it correctly speaking on the Civil War. It was not about freeing the slaves in the Civil War. It was not about freeing the slaves in the Civil War, you guys. Oh my God. It was because the South was becoming way more powerful because of all the free labor from slavery. That is what the North was like, no, can do. Y'all becoming too powerful, so we want to shut it down. Y'all want to shut it down. They're like, no, we're not shutting it down. That is why they went to war, because the South was becoming more powerful than the North, and the North didn't like it. So that is why the Civil War went into effect. Y'all gonna cut this slavery because you guys are becoming too much more powerful than we are. That's why. And our people, blacks fought in on both sides. They fought on both sides of that Civil War. You over here and tell us that the Civil War was fought for the Second Amendment right? Shut the hell. Something is wrong with you. You need to check yourself, Salami, or Vivek, or whoever the hell your name is, because you're very disrespectful and you're running a campaign on anti-black hate. And brother, we're not buying it. So you can go have several seats, and like I said, go figure out a plan to go and correct that 88% illiteracy in your homeland, okay?
We're concerned about the words they use. The reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism, is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how Black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.